What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Unreal Gaming. We are playing Phoenix Wright. I'm Paul, I'm joined by John, and we're here going to be lawyers.
We are a single lawyer.
Ace Attorney. Episode 1, The First Turnabout. Yeah, so we're going to see how this goes, and yeah, we just, this is fun games. It's an old game, but it's a fun game. We actually had a first take of this that we talked about, that it was old. And I was going to look it up, and then we realized the tape wasn't working, so still haven't looked it up. Play The First Turnabout. Yes.
Way to admit that we have problems with our technology. No, we don't have any problems.
All right.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
It's a bloody statue. That looks like strawberry jam.
It's currently a cartoon.
Who's this?
I don't know.
I can't get caught. Not like this. Oh, it's this dude, the Riddler. Shoot, I totally missed the text. Someone like him.
Way to spoil off the bat game.
I'll make it look like he did it. I feel like Phoenix Wright does that, where it tells you, like...
It tells you this is the guy you need to figure out.
But you have to prove why it was him.
Okay.
August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2.
Boy, I am nervous.
Right.
Oh, hiya, Chief.
Whew. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. So we got Mia and Phoenix. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this, because they're smart, unlike you. It says a lot about you, and your client as well.
Thanks. Actually, hey, that's my line. Objection!
Already happening.
It's because I owe him a favor.
A favor? That's a pretty big favor.
Yeah, I lost a bet.
You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Yeah.
Isn't that, like, bad?
Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Yeah, that does seem like it would be a little...
Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life. Everything. It's all over.
Who the heck?
I don't know why I gave it that
Is that your client screaming over there?
I guess that's his voice now. Yeah, it's him. Death. Despair. Oh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die.
It sounded like he wants to die.
Yeah. Nick.
Butts.
Hey there.
Not
Hey there, Larry. Why are your eyes all
I
sparkly?
don't feel like this voice fits this name.
Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? This voice
You're gonna
is
keep
not
this up all the way?
Nick, you gotta tell me, who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. Dun dun dun.
No.
My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one.
Slow, oozy
A young
blood.
woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school.
Mr. Butts.
Our school had a saying. Oh my, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do.
August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
I didn't know that Benny was a judge. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor.
Ahem. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide your fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Why would we do that? Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading.
This test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
He says his own name.
Phoenix Wright.
It's like, Phoenix Wright, no, it's my...
I don't want to see what happens. Phoenix Wright.
The defendant is me, right?
Right. Have you completely lost your
right?
mind? Focus. The defendant is the person on trial, you moron! You're his lawyer.
Oh yeah, that's right.
This is no laughing matter. You did pass the bar, didn't you?
The what?
This thing lawyers have to do to become a lawyer.
It's just in character.
Sorry, I couldn't hear your answer. I'll ask once more. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Do you think you fail again if you say Phoenix Wright again? Alright,
I think this is more of a figuring out how to use the controls.
This is the tutorial.
The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine.
Imagine being a lawyer.
Next question.
Who your defendant is. Or who your
This is a murder trial. Tell me, what is the victim's name?
Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. Too bad the people who were playing this game didn't. It's
Too bad
wait,
we-
Uh-oh.
We didn't get the case report.
No way! I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here!
I feel like you should have a... Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know what the victim's name?
Oh, the victim! Of course I know the victim's name! I just forgot. Temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record.
Press R.
Just press the R button to check it at any time, okay? Attorney's badge. Cindy's autopsy report. Remember to check it often. Do it for me. Please, I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
Cinderella.
Okay, let's just get through the dang tutorial.
The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was...
Statued?
statute. Loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Hit with a blunt object.
She was struck once by a blunt object, Your Honor.
Can we skip this tutorial?
No!
Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. Okay. Finally, you seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor. I don't know if that's the right voice.
As Mr. Wright told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. I found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts into evidence. Statue added to the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to the evidence added during the trial. The evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R button to check the court record frequently. Evidence.
Wait, hold on. What did it say on the badge? It said, no one would believe me. I was an offense attorney if I didn't carry this.
Yeah, you need your attorney badge. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant Mr. Butts to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready.
Okay.
Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumb. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. What's it to you anyway?
Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. Like me. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it.
This voice.
I started it, I'm just committing to it.
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Does this place take place in America or?
So I guess she's American.
Yeah. And she just got home from Paris.
Yeah.
So this must. Whatever. Maybe they changed the picture for the American version.
It's possible.
Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies, of which I am one.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude.
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was.
What is this character assassination of the victim in a crime?
Wait, what?
Like what? I guess he's trying to get Butts to be mad about it.
Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I...
Wait and see that.
Oh no, we have to make a decision.
Alright,
I thought
Phoenix,
this was just
right? What are you doing?
Wait, I'm Phoenix right now?
Yeah, you're voicing him.
I thought we were Phoenix, right? I'm
Well,
voicing
yeah.
Phoenix. But... I mean, we could object, maybe.
Yeah, we can stop
Leading the
red
witness.
races.
It's leading the witness.
Probably better, yeah.
My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oh! Ah! Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. That's still Butts. I've missed a line. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is not looking good.
Thanks, unbiased judge.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't.
Uh-oh, he went.
What do I do?
Oh, you just stop his push.
Just object to everything.
Stop.
I'll send him a signal. Why? Like a dog! Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember.
You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you.
I got a bad feeling about this.
We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The very murderer himself. I mean, the man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order in the court. Order. They're predicting it.
Hey, you know.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspaper at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand.
Oh gosh, what was this guy's
He
voice?
saw it. He saw it.
He saw it.
Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct?
Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawed, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. I was going door to door. Oh gosh. Blah. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man flee an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving. dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember that time exactly. It was 1 p.m. And it shows you when this game came out. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Because otherwise you just have a phone in your pocket.
Oh. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? Oh wait, that was me. I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why isn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawa used is one of those. I thought I was talking about the victim for a second. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. I cannot read it.
Peruse it. No,
For your Persia.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
you may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination? What the heck is that, Your Honor?
All right, Wright. This is it. The real deal.
How did Phoenix get me? What exactly am I supposed to do? How did he ever get a badge?
Cross-examine it. Why? You expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? Then he must be a witness, must have lied in his testimony.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
By cross-examining the witness, you fool! You hold the key.
You fool!
It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay. Phoenix takes the paper, just rubs it in the guy's face. Just takes everything a little too literally.
Open the court record with the R button, then point out the contradiction in the testimony. Alright. So, okay.
I may be an ace attorney now, but back in the day, I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah. So he's going door to door. So we've got press, present, and options. I think options is just
Okay.
game options. So we have a autopsy report, a statue, time of death.
So, time of death was 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. You said it was around 1 p.m.,
Yeah.
right?
So I think that's our first
So,
one.
I think that's our first,
let's see, there's way in the end, right?
yeah, I remember the time exactly. He says exactly. That was...
Present.
the autopsy report.
Objection!
You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
You're a bad criminal. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report.
Ooh.
The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m.
Shoot.
There was no body to find at 1 p.m.
Phoenix, this is not the time you're making jokes.
How do you explain this 3-hour gap? He does sound like that!
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawyer, why are you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Oh, wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again?
Okay.
Witness testimony again. I don't think they get to do that in real court.
No, this
You
game
see,
is not real.
When I found your body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have gone in watching a videotape of a tape program. So that's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
You can't prove that.
Yeah. I see. You heard a voice saying the time was on a tape program? Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do.
I've got this one.
Alrighty. Let's get
All right.
this guy. Okay, let's see what we got. We got... Oh wait, there couldn't have been. It's electricity, right?
Yeah, from noon to 6 p.m. So if it was 1 o'clock, it couldn't have been, right? So we have to
So we
say
need to find... Coming from the television? I don't think so!
Hold it right there! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
Gah! I will irk.
Well,
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sword? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sword? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant contradictions are harming your credibility.
honestly, that many contradictions should get you disqualified as a witness.
Yeah,
in actual court.
That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It's, must have taken the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sword. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Yeah, we're a good lawyer. We're great.
Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I guess that clock would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. Because we caught him all the other times.
Yeah, because he's definitely just grasping at straws.
Yeah. So the murder weapon would have been...
He saw the time? A table clock. Was there... I guess this is supposed to be
His next statement, he did say, the murder weapon, the killer used it to hit the victim. He's referring to
this guy. So is that the one?
Hold on, what are the other...
Passport.
I mean, I don't think you should present the badge. That would be kind of dumb. Your Honor, I am a defense attorney!
Take that! I've got a defense badge!
That takes away all of the witness's credibility.
I mean, he said it was a clock and it's a statue, so...
Maybe.
Objection!
Objection!
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue.
Statue.
Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
What? You with your objections and your evidence. Why don't you, who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes, Mr. Payne.
as the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies.
Well, that's a big whoops. I see. So, the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that this witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock, even though his credibility is shot to high heaven. Do you have any problem with his testimony now? Well, if we say no, Larry's is gonna get...
Yeah, of course we have a problem with
Prison,
this
yeah.
testimony. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yet, the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Granted, that was his testimony from, like, 2 testimonies ago.
Well, it's still a
Indeed.
testimony. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment.
Yeah, went into the apartment.
You're lying.
Wait, what?
You were inside the apartment on the day of
Oh,
the
yeah,
murder.
Oh, yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there!
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her.
What?
You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
I mean, order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hey, look, the opening cutscene.
Mr. Sod, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
It kind of is.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Nig! Grah! Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
I like how that now he's on trial.
That day, I never. Look, the clock. I heard. No, I mean, I saw. Nig! Grah! What in the world? Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Burn, give him death. Order. Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor?
you claim the sound in the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
Well, case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Saw heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply...
Try the clock.
Try the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock?
Does it still cover in blood?
I ask the court to listen very carefully.
Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25. Ah!
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow.
Oh, shoot!
Precisely the discrepancy just like starts plummeting between what Mr. Saw heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Saw, try and talk your way out of this one.
Ha! You forgot one thing?
What's he talking about now?
Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. I feel like we've got reasonable doubt at this point,
He's
though.
right. How am I gonna prove that? Damn it, I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination. Mr. Frank saw it. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal! A criminal! You lawyers are all slime.
I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. Since apparently he's not guilty, that means you're guilty.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do about it
You gotta
now.
throw somebody in prison. Not so fast, Mr. Saw It.
The judge's face. Yeah, I mean, Chief,
Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
but Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was that clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Right?
Right?
Can you think of a reason as why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Yeah, I think we
No.
can. Nope. Sorry, Larry, you're doomed.
Sorry, Larry. See you in prison.
Maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have
I don't
it.
think that was a question. You have evidence to prove it, right?
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder? Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha! Tough words! Let's see you pull this one off! Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock is running slow.
It's definitely the passport.
Yeah, well, it's the only thing we haven't used yet.
Yeah.
And
Well,
because
and she was in Paris, right?
So is Paris 3 hours?
Off of wherever we are.
Okay, let's do it.
Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris, wherever here is 9 hours. Oh, it's 9 hours.
9 hours, okay.
When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It?
Nig! Oh, gosh.
Oh, goodness!
What? Did he just pass out? Order! Order! I say, somebody get that man a towel. He was foaming at the mouth. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we'd all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly, although you were getting help the entire time. And find the true culprit at the same time!
Because it's not actually your job.
It's gonna end up being a president I think we're gonna set here.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just don't expect it every time.
At this point, it's only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Just a little bit Larry has
And they drop confetti from the ceiling
Yeah.
whenever someone like...
Maybe they launch.
Do they do that when they're guilty too?
I think
They're
so,
like,
yeah.
They just like release the confetti.
And with that, this court is adjourned.
Yeah, we did it.
Woo!
Turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of their house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find.
And the rest is history. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 2.
Whew, I still can't believe we won.
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. Even
Well,
though I
honestly, if
helped
you
a
hadn't
lot.
interrupted me, I probably would have ended up getting the guy, my friend.
It's been a while
jail.
since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over.
No.
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Nick, don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Larry.
Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was. Never mind.
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry.
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent.
Okay, thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. I sure hope I don't appear in any later installments of this game.
I think he does. Oh no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's the murder weapon. It's a present.
A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this. Well, that explains a lot. Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick.
Which
Man.
one, Mia or
Both
Cindy?
now. And she was just playing me for a fool.
Oh, okay, Cindy.
Don't that make you want to just cry?
I think he's doing plenty of crying.
Larry!
Are you so sure?
Squeeze me.
I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Or do you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right.
What the heck is she talking about?
I guess
my
but
attorney's badge.
She still has my attorney badge because I'm an attorney.
That's the statue, right?
Yeah, of course it's the statue. It's like give him take that, just like shoves it in his
Damn.
face.
It's like
Check
stolen
this
bag.
out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry, and she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock. That's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling.
That's like a third of your
Well,
suitcase.
make of it what you will. Hey, Dick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks.
This guy.
Hope that made him feel a little better.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't,
Doesn't come
Right.
back again.
I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them.
Do you think this game will ever have us, try and defend a guilty person?
Maybe, I don't know. And in order to believe them, you have to believe in yourself. I think there's actually a game that they made that's a prosecution game.
Well, because that's with,
Yeah.
where you play as Edgeworth, I
Yeah.
think.
Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
Yeah. If I'm not paying, sure.
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Ooh.
And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back. I thought slapped me in the face. Slapped me in the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave to me. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise I wouldn't be able to keep.
Ooh. The end. Case number 1 closed. Okay. Episode 2, Turnabout Sisters. Well, then we've got, oh shoot, wait, didn't want to start it. Oh, hold on.
You probably do want to save the progress, though.
Yeah, save progress.
You could just...
Yeah, we'll just call it there. This has been Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney on Unreal Gaming. Thank you all for watching. We'll probably be playing more of this. I don't know if we're going to play through the entire trilogy, because that's a lot of Phoenix Wright, so we'll see how well this does.
If you like it, we'll do more.
Yeah,
but,
if you like it, we'll keep going.
We'll probably at least do the first game.
Yeah, we'll do first game probably. But there's a lot of games, so this has been Ace Attorney on Unreal Gaming, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!